Nova Studios. Intelligent, creative, limitless. Like, comment, follow, subscribe.
We've all absorbed a specific unspoken rule about surviving a hostile world. To make it through, you have to build armor. You have to shut down, detach, and become entirely stoic. But that standard places highly empathetic people in a terrible position. If you naturally feel things deeply, society quickly labels you as fragile. You're treated as naive or dismissed as a liability the moment a crisis hits. The result is a cultural vacuum. Compassionate people are isolated, convinced that their emotional depth is a critical flaw they need to fix. Take a look at this portrait. This is Seraphea. She stands in total defiance of the stone-faced survivor archetype. In the Nova universe, she is the emotional anchor. Notice her profound calm against the imposing cathedral architecture. Her existence proves that the armor-plated narrative we've been sold is missing half the story. Her primary function in the universe is to act as a healer. She does not, however, mend physical cuts or broken bones. This logic model illustrates how her true ability operates. She acts as a central conduit, actively pulling in the chaotic, crippling emotional exhaustion from the allies around her. She processes that heavy payload internally, safely diffusing the energy so her team can keep fighting. Because she carries this burden invisibly, she is constantly underestimated. Friends and enemies alike and assume she simply hasn't faced real hardship. They mistake her gentleness for default innocence. In reality, that gentleness is a highly calculated, active choice maintained under immense pressure. Her physical design serves as a direct record of the pain she has survived. Take her silver hair. In the lore, this is no aesthetic coincidence. It is the physical manifestation of carrying the weight of profound trauma and converting it into deep, enduring wisdom. The same goes for her glowing golden eyes. They represent the exhausting daily discipline she requires to maintain a clear vision of hope when everything else is falling apart. Her entire operational philosophy revolves around taking in immense suffering and actively refusing to let it mutate into cruelty, bitterness, or apathy. It is incredibly easy to shut down when the world hurts you. Keeping your heart open and remaining compassionate in a brutal universe requires immense, deliberate strength. The mechanics of Seraphea's fictional world map flawlessly onto our own. We need to strip away the idea that power is defined by physical dominance or a cold, unavailable stare. Emotional sensitivity and deep compassion are highly advanced forms of psychological resilience. They allow a person to navigate and absorb the complexities of life, rather than simply deflecting them out of fear. To endure a harsh environment while keeping your humanity completely intact is the absolute rarest form of power a person can possess. If you are watching this and you feel exhausted, if you've spent your life feeling overlooked, different, or constantly told that you are too soft for the real world, listen closely. Seraphea is the metaphorical proof that the very traits society calls vulnerabilities are actually your greatest assets. Surviving your pain while keeping your kindness intact is a monumental victory. It is a quiet, daily triumph that deserves absolute respect. You do not need to build a fortress, and you do not need to become cold. Your empathy is exactly what the universe needs.